Career Convention. State government hosts opening ceremony. Burial Committee for former Governor of Anambra State, Dr. Ezife, inaugurated. North Korea hacks email of South Korea's presidential aide. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy, and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. A very good morning and welcome to our breakfast news this morning. My name is Ijoma Uche. Anambra State House of Assembly has passed a resolution urging Governor Chukwuma Soludo to encourage those taking various social and community responsibilities through incentives to enable them to do more for the communities and the state at large. House of Assembly correspondent Emmanuel Shibata reports that the House passed the resolution after a motion sponsored to that effect by the majority leader of the House, Honorable Ikenna Ofodeme, during plenary. We have details.
The motion, Honorable Ofodeme, representing Ekwusigu constituency, highlighted the eagerness of Anambra worldwide to engage with the Akulono mantra and collaborate with the state government to address community challenges. He emphasized the importance of joint efforts of government and individuals in fostering development, stating that sustaining partnership and motivating participation are crucial for progress.
Further aware that sustaining partnership with individuals as well as sustaining the growth drive among the Anambra in different parts of the world to contribute the growth and development of our state requires motivation.
Supporting the motion, the member representing Nnewi North constituency, Honorable Augustine Ike, and his Ihiala 2 constituency counterpart, Honorable Golden Ilo, emphasized the significance of supporting individuals contributing to state development to inspire others to join. Emphasizing further on the importance of incentives, the members representing Agwata 1 constituency, Honorable Anayo Opaleke, Idemmili North constituency, Honorable Kinsley Udemezue, and Anocha 2 constituency, Honorable Ejike Okechukwu, highlighted how incentives can enhance teamwork, morale, productivity, and confidence. The Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, announced the resolution, which was supported by the lawmakers through voice votes.
It's been resolved by this Honorable House that the Anambra State House of Assembly calls on the Governor of Anambra State, Dr. Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, to encourage those taking various social and community responsibilities through incentives so that they will do more for their communities and the state at large. Those in support of this motion say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The chairman, Post-Primary School Service Commission, PPSSC, OKA, Professor Nkechi Ikedugu, has said that it is of great necessity that students are provided with the enabling environment and opportunity to develop to the fullest capacity so that they will be equipped to contribute meaningfully to the growth and development of the country. Speaking at the St. Peter's Secondary School, Achina, in Agwata local government area, while declaring open the 2023-2024 Career Day Convention for Anambra Secondary School. Professor Ikedugu pointed out that the future of Anambra depends so much on the students. The reason the Career Convention is targeted at them. Correspondent Queen Anibogo filed this report taken from our studios.
Chairman, who was the keynote speaker at the event organized by the Anambra State Government in conjunction with the Post-Primary School Service Commission, PPSSC, Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board, ASUPEB, described Career Day Convention as one of the annual compulsory programs of PPSSC and ASUPEB aimed at creating career awareness among students and sensitizing them on making rational career choices. At the ceremony that had in attendance students, teachers, and education stakeholders from across the 6 educational zones of the state, Professor Ikedugu appreciated Governor Chukwuma Soludo for retooling the school system with teaching staff and improving their welfare.
So these are the things that we encourage the young ones to know, that once they go to school, they will get a job. So education is not a scam at all.
The Transition Committee Chairman of Agwata Local Government Area, Dr. Chibeze Akabike, who briefly recounted the story of his life on choosing career, appreciated education stakeholders for giving quality education to Anambra students and advised the students to pay attention to the paper presentations from resource persons, even as he charged them to discover themselves in order to become better persons tomorrow.
All persons who are directly and actively involved in making sure that our children are getting the best of education. Mine is just to say thank you very much for what you're doing.
In their separate remarks, the Zonal Director, PPSSC, Mrs. Charity Igwe, Chairman on the occasion, Honorable Patrick Ezenwata, and the Principal of St. Peter's Secondary School, Achena, Reverend Father Walter Okafor, said the career convention held in their domain was a blessing and appreciated Governor Soludo, the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, Chairman of PPSSC and ASUPEB, for their giant strides in the education sector of the state, which they said have been attracting commendations and awards from within and outside Nigeria. In her paper presentation titled Career in Catering, the principal of Community Secondary School, Oko, Mrs. Ifeoma Enekwechi, noted that in this time of unemployment, a course in catering will give the student an automatic employment, even as he or she becomes his or her own boss.
A career includes education, training, and work experience.
Principal, Community High School, Nofija, Mrs. Josephine Nwannadi, handled the paper on career in medical laboratories, while the principal of Community Secondary School, Ihite, Mrs. Angoleka Abazu, spoke on career in accountancy. Some of the education stakeholders in attendance were Lady Obi Elechi of Accounting Department of PPSSC, Dr. Uchenna Okeke, Board Member, PPSSC Oka, Dr. Bibian Okoli, Board Member, PPSSC Agwata, Mrs. Ann Okafor, PRO, PPSSC Oka, Mrs. Lucy Obiako, PRO, PPSSC Agwata Zone, among others.
About 1.7 kilometers out of the 2.5 kilometers Port Harcourt Road, Onitsha, has been asphalted. Was correspondent Ngozi Obileri monitored work on the road and reports that when ABS arrived at the site, men of the Ferrotex construction company handling the project were seen laying asphalt on one portion of the road, having already completed asphalting on one side of the road. Her report.
More materials were also seen arriving at the site in readiness for use. Speaking on the development, the project engineer, Mr. Ola Kings, said that they are working hard to complete the road by the weekend. Engineer Kings explained that the road is 10.3 meters wide with walkways on both sides of the road, adding that the asphalt is 6 centimeters compacted to 5 centimeters.
The road is 2.5 kilometers. Now we've done let's say approximately 1.7 kilometers out of 2.5. We are looking at maybe by weekend to complete the asphalt.
In their separate reactions, the chairman of J. Goodwill Motor Park, Onitsha, Mr. Chinoye Ezenwa, and the chairman, God's Favor Building Materials, Onitsha, Mr. Ignatius Ejike, said that indeed solution has come to Anambra State, noting that they can now see evidence of their struggles, unlike when the road was bad, when they spent their hard-earned money repairing their vehicles.
I'm very happy. Pothole everywhere. Either he man for everything motor everywhere. Manakita alucha now. I will hope now.
But only here in Jonah, the man. On a metal tie well because now Ozadron man the motor transport. Hana Nazo. On a motor name. A lot of things gone there. It was some body go on your natural. Was some bone where you get water. If you go, so 2 hours get a come.
Also, a tricycle driver, Mr. Anthony Onyemechi, and Ms. Chidiogo Nwobo, while appreciating Governor Chukwuma Soludo for fulfilling his campaign promises to Anambra, said they are happy with what he is doing in terms of road infrastructure, urging him not to relent. They pledged total support to his administration, which they said is doing marvelously well. From Port Harcourt Road, Onitsha, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
The day, which is also known as St. Valentine's Day or the Feast of St. Valentine, is globally celebrated annually on February 14th in honor of a martyr named Valentine, whose life epitomized love and care for others. People have different perceptions about the day. As to some, it is a day to exchange gifts and spend quality time with romantic partners or loved ones. To others, it is a day to show compassion, assist the needy, and let love lead. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo, who sampled people's opinion on the essence of the day, tells us more.
Speaking, a student of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Ms. Chinenye Eze stated that this day is worth celebrating as it commemorates a man who lived and died for others, reminding people of the need to love and be compassionate to others. Ms. Eze said that people should learn to use the day to extend the arms of charity to the downtrodden, apart from the normal exchanging of gifts and having romantic moments with loved ones.
Just use it to reach out to friends, reach out to family, help people you can. That's just it for me.
Bearing in mind on the essence of the day, Ms. Titi Ojeleke, an Awka resident who said she does not believe in the celebration, condemned the way the fellow young people of today celebrate Valentine's Day, as according to her, majority sees the day as a day to indulge in immorality, an act she said contradicts the real essence of the day. The vicar of Our Saviour's Anglican Church, Enugu, in Njikoka local government area, Reverend Canon Uchennu Mifekwem, noted that this year's celebration is special as it coincides with Ash Wednesday, the first day in Lent, which is for sober reflection for Christians, saying that such coincidence indicates that God is calling people to himself, especially today's youths who use the Valentine's Day to commit various degrees of atrocities, and advised that people should learn to love genuinely like Christ, who gave his life for humanity. Reverend Canon Umifekwem used the opportunity to call on Nigerian leaders to borrow a leaf from St. Valentine and be compassionate to their subjects by making people-oriented policies and finding a way to ameliorate the sufferings of the masses who are now being choked by hardship in the country.
They need to also go into policies that will revamp our economy, so that when the economy is revamped, our currency will have, the strength of the economy will rise, and we'll begin to enjoy this country again.
In Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Special Mass and services was held across churches in Awka and environs to commemorate this year's Ash Wednesday, which coincides with the Feast of Valentine. A look at the liturgical vestments, robes and the altar clothes have changed from white to violet or purple, depicting the season of the church, while Christians look calm and sober, showing they are about to journey with Christ for the 40 days of this Lenten season. Religion correspondent Amaka Okoye tells us more.
The Cathedral Church of St. Faith, Awka, all the clergymen in Anglican Diocese of Awka converged together with their wives to join in the service which the Archbishop, Ecclesiastical Province of the Niger, Most Reverend Alexander Ibezim, presided over and exposed them to tips that will widen their scope and make their ministry strong. In his sermon, Most Reverend Ibezim, who is also the Bishop, Awka Diocese, said that this moment is when one abstain and deny self some important activities so as to see God's face, which will help them to focus in their lives and ministries, charging all not to fast to draw attention, rather do it secretly, so God, whom they sought for, should see their hearts and hearken to their prayers.
Do not fast to draw attention, so that when people see you, they say, oh, he's fasting. So fasting is not the end itself, but fasting is a means to focus on God.
The Bishop, Methodist Church, Nigeria, Diocese of Awka, Right Reverend Onyeka Chinwakama, in his sermon, maintained that today's service begins
Lenten season, when one is expected to prepare and be dedicated for sober reflection, as ash signifies brokenness, sorrow, repentance, and penitence.
Ash, in the history, the scriptures, and of the olden days, talks about brokenness, talks about repentance, talks about sorrow, talks about penitence.
At the Divine Mercy Chaplaincy, Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakwoka, the chaplain, Reverend Father Michael Keynes Opala, said each year they embrace the season, which reminds them that they are dust, and unto it they shall return. He therefore said it behoves them to be prepared, humble self, be at peace with one another, and ensure they live with the precepts of Christ.
Go and reconcile with your neighbor. This is the time for reconciliation. No matter what the person has done to you, it's time to let go. It's part of the fasting. Let me humble myself. Let me let go. Forget about it. After all, I'm offending God unto my life.
Imposition of ash climaxed the mass and services, which featured celebration of Eucharistics. In Oka, Amaka Okoye, ABS News.
You're watching ABS Breakfast News. Up ahead, burial committee for former governor of Anambra State, Dr. Ezefe, inaugurated. North Korea hacks email of South Korea's presidential aide. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround of maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. We take a break here. The news returns after this time out. Stay.
School? Yes! My champs, they use energy at school. I know because imagine the energy they may have used up to return home this transform every day.
Your champs need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast.
It has nutrients that support energy release to help champs get the most out of their active days.
Milo!
This is ABS, Heartbeat of the East.
Ready for school? Yes! My champs, they use energy at school. I know because imagine the energy they may have used up to return home this transform every day.
Your champs need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast.
It has nutrients that support energy release to help champs get the most out of their active days.
Welcome back. A national committee constituted to organize a befitting burial ceremony for the former governor of Anambra State and the former chairman of the Igbo Elders Forum, Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezefe, has been inaugurated. The former governor of Enugu State, Dr. Kweslezemodo, is to chair the committee, whose membership was drawn from all the 6 geopolitical zones, to raise funds, organize and oversee about the logistics and all for the burial ceremony. Correspondent Epi Ajide of our Abuja Bureau tells us more.
The committee in Abuja, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, said Ezefe lived a selfless life, strove to move Nigeria forward. Hence, the 43 members of the House of Representatives from the Southeast are determined to give him a befitting funeral. He lamented the incessant killings in the Southeast and the various military operations in the zone, promising that his office would address them with the creation of the Southeast Development Commission and empowerment of youths through local government areas in the zone. Carlo advised political leaders to emulate Ezefe's virtues, describing him as one of his role models in leadership and good governance.
Let's remember that our task is not just to mourn his passing, but to celebrate his life and continue his work. Let us strive to build upon his accomplishments, to uphold the values he held there. and to carry forward his vision of a more prosperous and inclusive society.
In his acceptance speech, the former governor of Enugu State and chairman of the National Committee, Okwesileze Nwodo, outlined what he called the 3 stanzas of the funeral ceremonies that will begin in Abuja before the final event in Ezife's hometown, Igboukwu in Anambra State. According to him, Ndi Igbo will be making a statement with Ezife's burial as a means of letting other leaders know that they could be celebrated or ignored, while letting other Nigerians know that Ndi Igbo are united.
Okwadike is a self-made man, and that is the signature tune of the Igbo man.
Other prominent Nigerians who spoke at the event include Dr. Ifedo Kwenna, our former Inspector General of Police, Dr. Michael Kiro, our chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Benue, our former chairman of the Police Service Commission, Chief Simon Okeke, Professor Ihechukwu Madubike, among others, were full of praises for the deceased elder statesman. In Abuja, Princess Ewi Ajide reporting.
North Korea has hacked into the personal emails of the aide to the South Korean president. The breach occurred in the run-up to President Yoon Suk Yeol's state visit to UK last November. The staff member was hacked after using a personal email account for official work, the president's office said. A local newspaper cited a high-ranking government source as saying hackers had accessed Mr. Yoon's trip schedule. The local newspaper added that messages sent by the president had also been stolen. However, the president's office will not divulge what information was stolen. This is thought to be the first time the North has successfully hacked a member of the South Korean president's team. Former Netherlands international Quincy Promes has been sentenced to 6 years in prison for smuggling more than 1,000 kilograms of cocaine. The 32-year-old, who currently plays for Russian Premier League side Spartak Moscow, was charged last May over his alleged involvement in smuggling more than 1,000 kilograms of cocaine with the value of 65 million pounds. However, 2 batches containing 650 kilos and 713 kilos of cocaine were intercepted in the port of Antwerp at the end of the January 2020 place. The report added that there is a good chance the former Sevilla star will appeal against the imposed sentence. Promes did not attend the court hearing in Amsterdam. He is said to have denied involvement in the smuggling of cocaine through the port of Antwerp. Remember, you can follow our news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log into our website at www.absradiotv.com. Main points again. Anambra State Assembly has urged Governor Soludo to provide incentives for public-private community partnership. Career Convention. State government has held opening ceremony. Burial committee for former governor of Anambra State, Dr. Ezife, has been inaugurated. North Korea has hacked email of South Korea's presidential aide. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news this morning. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Sijama. Do have a good day.